Good. Angle. Actually, I like it this way. Good. All right, welcome. We'll start seated. Lovely. Oh, this already feels good. Just crossing my legs. Whoops, one thing I forgot. The big camera, hold on. On. And. Hey, Jackson. Good. All right, got it. Got it going on. Oh, lovely. Yeah, so just feel your hips a little higher than your knees. Maybe a block or a blanket underneath your bottom. Oh, and just feel heaviness in the lower body as you sit. Deep inhale, nasal cavity just all the way up right to the top of the head. And then hold and let it out. Nice and limp. And we'll do that again. So just this up, lifting, 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 and then let it out. Good. We'll do that 1 or 2 more times. Just that filling up the lungs, filling it all the way to the top. Maybe even lifting the arms up. And exhale, let it go. Wow, head heavy. Amazing. I'm feeling so many adjustments in my spine when I do that, when I find that length up and then that let go. It's a contrast of activity of length and then that surrender of letting go. Really good. And then just rock the head, starting to grow a little taller again. Maybe swoosh the chin to the right, to the left. With breath, inhale one direction, exhale the other. Just gotta have fun, I tell you. Inhale over to the right. Just let your body sort of teach you and guide you with what it needs. Not to be intimidated by yoga, but just to let this happen in the body where you're consciously letting limbs be heavy. Like right now, this head is so heavy. It's just dropping down through the center. You can feel the back of the neck, the shoulders. And then slowly, with that heaviness, bring your chin to the right. And then linger to that right side. Taking a breath in, growing a little taller through the heart, through the clavicles, through the chest. And then let it drop back again, right to center. Releasing all that air. New breath. Chin over to that left side. Wow. All the way up. So that whole right side of the neck, you can feel it all the way to the ear as you stretch it over. Feel that inhale. I'm still on my inhale. And then let it drop. So yeah, this is what's going on in my mind. I'm just giving you a glimpse of how important it is just to focus in that single place of like awareness. So detailed, like my neck is now all the way to the ear. I can feel that line of energy moving down into the shoulder. Big inhale, let it all come up, and then that drop again. So it takes a little bit of focus and concentration to get into the inhale to prep, and then that exhale to like let it go. We'll do that one more time, one full cycle to right and left. Your timing. I have my eyes closed. It feels good to go inward. Last side, off to that left side. And when you're yawning, it's a good thing. I'm even feeling my ear clear. Amazing. Good. When you're back to center, keep it heavy for a breath. And then slowly, slowly let the chin come up. Excellent. Really good. Yeah. All that mindful. Nice. So good. Makes you yawn. Even though I just woke up, right? When you're ready, you could move the spine forward and back, letting that chest come forward, torso back. Inhale. Exhale. Chest open and then hollow out that belly. Inhale to extend forward. Exhale back. Yeah, really nice. And then switch directions. Oh, yeah. Good. Right into the hip creases, side body. Good. Whew. Then pause on that back swing. Chin onto the chest, holding your knees, feeling the shoulders roll forward. And then back up to center to tall spine. And then switch the feet. It's probably helpful to kind of balance the feet. Good. And then side bend, arms coming high, inside out with the palms up and over to that right side, reaching through that left palm. Good, right hand comes to the mat, up and over. Turn that left pinky down now, just reach up and over. Nice. Good, come back up. And we'll do the other side. Palms straight up first, head drops down, just pause in the middle. And then exhale over to the left side. Right palm extending up. Left hand comes down, right little pinky turns down. Build a line through that right side body. Good. Nice, yeah. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, release the hands behind you. Just grab the elbows. That's it. And then drop right ear to right shoulder and just feel that. You could pull a little bit more on that left. So my right fingers are grabbing that upper part of my left arm, and then I'm pulling it over to me just a little bit to exaggerate the side of the neck. And then release that left arm straight. Turn the thumb away from you. So left arm is now, hand is reaching towards the earth, and the thumb is turning towards that back edge. That's it. I'm just, again, it's for that neck and shoulder. See if you can feel the exaggerated pull on the arm. Good. You know it's working when you start relaxing through yawns. Yawns are amazing. You can always tell I'm releasing that stress and tension when I start yawning. Head comes up, and then switch. Take it left ear to left shoulder. We'll start with the arms behind us. I love closing my eyes in this mindful work where you're just keeping it nice and quiet and still. And then releasing that right arm so that the hand reaches towards the earth. Turn the thumb away from you. Keep turning the upper arm away from you. Stretch through the shoulder. Really good. One more breath. Nice. Head comes up. Gently release. Just shake out the arms. It feels good just to get those to move. Oh, yeah. All right, one more in this seated posture. Eagle arms. Take that right arm underneath the left. Give it a wrap. Pull it nice and tall. And then slowly, elbows away from you. Let them be heavy and drop side to side. Good. Come back up. Inhale. One more like that. Exhale. Feel it in that right shoulder when I go to the left. Can feel it in the left shoulder when I move my elbows to the right. Come back to center. Prep breath. And gently exhale. Shake it out again. Good. Let's do that exact same thing on the left arm underneath. Intertwining to eagle arms. Inhale, bring it tall. Exhale, let it drop. Your version. Linger where you want to linger. Feels amazing. And then the last set, bring it high. Inhale. Exhale, drop it low. Wonderful. Gently release the arms. Shake it out again. So good. Yeah. Whew, good. So just release the feet. Maybe shake them out a bit. Give them a pound. Wiggle the toes. Nice. All right, you may be fine. You're probably just right at the front of your mat. I'm going to turn a little bit just so that you can see. And make sure your back's okay. So if there's any tension in there, maybe just give it a little love for your back, because we're going to go into just a bit of Navasana or boat pose to heat up the midsection. Okay. All right. So I'm going to stay on my blanket. It feels good on my sit bones. So if you have a blanket, yay. If not, just maybe double up your mat. So I'm just hovering my toes. Maybe you need support behind you, so just use that support. And if you feel like you can go to fingertips, you can feel like you can release your arms. Yes. And maybe lift your legs a little bit, suction in the navel. So these are all just baby steps to get there. Where are we going? Maybe, possibly, to straighten out the legs. It's up to you. So I'm going to repeat. So this might be the first version where you're supporting yourself. Then you have your release of the hands. Then you have the lift of the ankles. And then you have the straighten of the legs. That's it. That's it. Hold, hold, hold. Awesome. Let that drop. Hug your knees as much as you can towards your forehead. Bring them in, round down into the back, forehead towards the knees, soften into the low back. And there's a little cuddle where you're rocking to side to side. One more breath. Inhale, nose. Exhale, nose. Great. Head comes up. Release the knees. Bring your feet about hip width apart right in front of you. And again, hands are coming behind you, but this time it's reverse tabletop. So you're a reverse table. Take a breath. Exhale, a little bounce in the elbows, a little lift in the hips. Good. All the way up. Woo. Heart lifts, head drops back. That's it. That deep sigh feels good. Inhale, nose. Let it out through the mouth. Last one. Good. Let the hips drop down. Bring the toes back together. Walk your hands closer to your hips. And then wrap again around the knees for a nice tight squeeze into the knees, forehead, chin down. Possibly deep sigh this time. Inhale, nose. Let it out through the mouth. One more like that. Inhale, nose. Let it out through the mouth. Great. Head comes up. Release the arms. One more reverse table. Fingertips towards your hips. A little bounce in the elbows. Actually, before we go up, just give it a circle in the shoulders. So you're bouncing your elbows a little bit. Your elbows are bent. Yeah. So find your heart lift, your heart drop, your heart lift, and your heart drop. So you're going in one direction. I'm going clockwise at the moment. One more. And then switch. Go the other direction. You're lifting. And then you're dropping the elbows and you're lifting. Trying to keep the hands nice and firm. One hand. I just noticed that my left hand wanted to come up. So I'm focusing a little bit more power on that left side because it doesn't want to work as hard as the right. Good. Oh, I like that, Carol. So before we turn your hands to the side so that you can drop your knees to the right. Little movement through the hip area, back to center. Take it at your own speed, off to the other side. Oh yeah. And then the right. Back to center. And then the left. Wow, really good, all these circles. Okay, so as promised, second reverse table. So fingertips either off to the sides of the mat or towards your hips. What feels good to your shoulders. Press open through the heart. Inhale. Exhale to come up. Oh yeah, I can feel that in my arms. You can always try it on your elbows too. In fact, let me just show you. Hang out there if you're comfortable. But if you felt like you needed your elbows, just be a little bit of lift. No big deal. Same concept. Adjusting the hands how you need it. Come out when you need to. Good. Gently release. Wow. Give yourself a hug again. Low back, round into the back. One more breath. Inhale, head comes up. Exhale, release. So again, supporting yourself with your hands behind you. Drop to, I'm going to take my blanket out this time because we're massaging and I'll turn. Knees can come to the right. Use your hands wherever they're comfortable, but you're massaging that right glute muscle. So you're dropping your knees to the right and massage that glute. Good. Ah, yeah. And then back to center. Switch sides off to that left side. Use that movement to massage that glute. That's it. Whew. Any deep sighs that need to happen, let that happen. I already feel a nice clearing happening in my sinuses. That's good. All right, so come back to that hug, but this time hold right underneath the kneecaps and find yourself massaging your back. So just rolling it up and rolling it back. Wow, feels good in that over in the plow. If it feels like you want to linger back there, just check in with your neck. One more. Great. And then the soles of the feet together. I'm going to turn a little bit. Soles of the feet together. Kind of lift, make sure you have those sit bones, and just keep them open and let the knees drop apart. I like tapping the hips back a little and melting the pelvic bowl forward. Good. And if it's accessible, you could drop forward using the elbows to open up the legs by pushing into the calves. But go gentle, be gentle with yourself. Soft into the hips. Nice stretch. I love this. And then shift it up a little bit. Come up first with the torso, and then try pulling the feet a little bit farther out. Good. And I'm going to adjust. You might like this adjustment where you're rotating the hip back a little bit. So you take your fingertips and from your hamstring, you roll this up and back. And try that on the other side. So you have to sort of lean over to one side, pull that muscle back, and then it helps tilt that pelvic bowl. And your feet are about 1.5 feet away from your inner groin. And as you walk your hands forward, you find this open space to just rest. We're going to hold for 8 breaths, feeling them belly in and the softness in the back. Head heavy. Just in and out through the nose. Great. Couple more. And even those sounds, this nice, easy, changes the vibrational frequency in your head and your body. All right, inhale, head comes up. With support, walk your hands in. Nice. Help the knees together. Good. And then find yourself coming up, however you get there, into a forward fold. So I'm just going to use my feet squatting first and then straighten out the legs. Good. However you want to get there, and take it a little wider with the feet, and just let your hands come to the same line or wherever they are. You can just find yourself hanging. Sometimes it's nice to support yourself with the block or something underneath your head. So my feet are going a little wider. and I'm dropping my head down. So I have a completely different body, but if you're able to stack up some blocks and bring your feet a little closer, you could drop your head and let your head be heavy. Let's see if that works. If anybody has blocks, or just let it hang, that's fine. Good. Letting it hang. Feet a little wide. And then bring the torso over to the left side and just give that a pull. So you're walking your arms to that left leg. You let the head hang. So make sure all the wrinkles are out of the neck, because this is what happens when we look up. Wrinkles, wrinkles. Just let that hang and be heavy. Come back to center. And then the other side. Good. Come back to center. Nice. Heel toe your feet together. And then find your way up to a standing posture. So I'm using my hands. Maybe you like this idea too, where you're pushing your hands right into your shins to come up to the knees. And then come up to stand on an exhale. Oh, yeah. Definitely need a little shake out, a little walk out. Circle, maybe walk around. Feel your bounce. Good. Woo. Lots for the hips. Circle out the hips. Spiral out the arms. Really good. Bounce, bounce. Whole body gets to bounce. Nice. Shake it out. Yeah, I see you, Oliver. That's awesome. And circle out the hips. Good. Whew, so good. Really helps the low back. All right, so how about warrior one? We'll just go right into just a warrior one. So stepping that right foot to the front of the mat, take that left foot to the back of the mat. Great, we're into warrior one. Right knee drops. So you're bending that right knee. Right hip comes back, and then scoop up the arms. Sort of like reach forward, feel all the legs activate, and then suction in and back. And then maybe the arms can come up. They could open. They could even go all the way into interlaced fingers, or even grabbing the elbows. Lots of choices. Your arms are your own creative muse. What do you want to do with those arms? And then once you have the arms, activate the legs. So pushing to the outer ankle and the back foot. Inner arch is lifted. My kneecap is lifted. My glute muscles engaged. And I'm sinking into that right knee. Sometimes even hands on the waist. Great way to just focus on the upper body. That feels good to me. I'm going to keep my hands on my low back and my elbows back. Looking up slightly. Couple more breaths. So where are you noticing it? The sensations. Each side is different. So just to share, I'm feeling more pull through that inner thigh on my left leg, right into there. We'll see what happens on the other side. Last breath. Nice. Straighten out that front leg. Just turn, pivot on the feet, adjust the feet, shake it out. Give it a little bounce. Maybe even the neck needs some attention. So you can see how your practice just becomes this inner seeing, like what does the body need? No rules, just play, open. Find that inner shakeout in between. Good. So now let's go to the left leg. So just turning to that left side, right foot over to the right side of the mat, left foot over to the left side. Fire up the legs. Left hip pulls back. Outer ankle. So you're rolling you're not letting it collapse inward. See how that would be where my ankle comes up or the outside edge of the foot comes up. You want to push it down and then spread out the toes. Good. Kneecaps lifted. Glutes on fire. And then you have that extension. You can always adjust your stance. Make it a little deeper if you want. And then check in with the arms. All that play through the arms. Kind of through the gamut of each position. Keeps your mind busy. Grabbing the elbows if you did on the other side. And then grabbing the low back. I love this with the elbows straight back, ribs in. It's easy to kind of let this all go. Section in and up. Heart lifts, ribs in. Firm up the front foot. So how is it different on this side? What is happening that's different from that right leg forward? So for me, again, working on this inner leg, my left side. So we're balancing our sides and noticing what's happening, which side is stronger. One more breath. Good. Head comes up, straighten that front leg, turn again into parallel feet, shake it out, bring your feet together. Yeah. Whew, really good. That's so amazing when we hold our posture for so long. It just changes the lines have more opportunity to fire up. All right, so let's stand on one leg. So we just did the left leg. So why don't we stand on the right and bring that left foot, a left knee high. See if that works for you. And so you could just practice, see what the balance feels like. So maybe you're coming back to Tadasana, lean a little bit to the right, bring it up, and then go back. Really good. And then once you find that balance, grab the knee. Yes, and then into tree. Bringing that foot in so it can go from ankle all the way up. I like sort of hooking it in there, but it's up to you. Knee drops, get yourself tall. Pull into each side evenly. And we'll pause. Standing tree. Again, your arms are your creative expression. What do you feel like you want to do with your arms? You can even do some fancy stuff. A little side bend. All right, hands to your heart and release that foot. Good. Shake out that right foot. Let that massage a little bit. Good. Nice. All right. Okay, and then the other side. So we did that little practice where we're in Tadasana and then lean and lift. Okay, so you can do that. So notice the shift of weight. Shifting to center and then shifting to that leg. The whole body sort of goes, whoo, pivots. Nice. So now you're back to hovering that knee Interlace the fingers, bring that knee towards your chest. Nice. And then tree pose, take a breath. Exhale into tree. Dropping that right hip. Palms together. Priscilla! Hello, Priscilla! Nice to see you. Good. And then again, your creative place. Oh, so easy to sag into this left hip. You want to squeeze towards each other, like move the energy inward on both sides so that you're balanced and tall. That playtime, if you did a little C curve on the other side. Good. Wow, that left ankle. Hands to your chest. Oh, come off that foot and shake out that left ankle. Yeah, really good. All right, let's do one more standing. Standing warrior 2. So we did warrior 1. Let's do warrior 2. So go nice and wide again. We'll go right side first. Warrior 2 has your hips kind of straight ahead. So instead of facing the front, in warrior 1, you're sort of open, wide open expression of inner thigh. Good, so settle in. So it tends to go a little wider too. And just settle into that front knee. Nice. Natural curve in the back, but lift through the midsection and into the heart. So you can share some soothing motions into the shoulders, rolling. Legs are on fire, lit up, and then open it up. Palms up first. Getting the heart to extend a little taller. Good, and then turn the palms down. Got this, yes, excellent. Settle in a little deeper. And then off to that left knee and the right arm comes high. So your whole right side body opens up. Excellent. Come on out. Straighten the front leg. Hands to the waist. Inhale. Exhale. Turn that front toe in. And we'll switch sides. Take a breath first to prep. And then turn to that left. Good. Tends to go a little wider on this side for me. Good. Left hip pulls back. Warrior 2. Suction in, roll the shoulders, make sure they're relaxed. Left hip crease pulls back. Nice diagonal line with that right foot. Good. Palms up just to start. Palms down, gaze over that left fingers. Really feel a strong vitality, especially through the right arm. Stay a little taller. Sink into the feet. And then reverse. Right hand to the right knee. Left arm comes up. One more breath. Awesome. Come on out. Yes. Straighten that leg. Heel toe your feet a little closer. Walk it out. Just give it a couple walks about. Woo. Really nice. It's, hard. It's hard to hold poses for a long time. But it really helps wake up the meridian lines and bring more vitality. All right, so I said only one more standing, so I'll keep my promise. So come to swan dive forward. So arms high, give it a swan dive. Oh, I like hands on the waist just to go nice and slow. You may be with me. Forward fold, hip creases high. Reach, bring the feet about hip width apart, and then reach around to grab your calves and just keep your knees bent. See what it feels like to keep them bent, like you're in child's pose. And just let it be heavy. Shake out the head. Little rocking side to side. Push into the feet. So good. Nice to move slowly and breathing long consecutive breaths. All right, so almost to the ground. We're doing a nice low lunge. Hopefully I can reach back with my puppy behind me. So step back with the left leg, and then left knee drops to the ground. Good. Hands on the inside seems to work nicely, especially if it feels like the floor is too far away. And if the floor needs a lift, you can also just use a block underneath the hands. And just give yourself some opening in that front left hip as you push forward into the right knee. And have your own timing. Straighten and bend. Yes. Hands on the inside seems to work nicely. So that means both hands on the inner edge of the ankle. Yeah. Just gives you more space for your torso to lengthen, and it's not so rounded. So find that open. Oh, yeah. Front of the left hip. Moving forward and back. Maybe even side to side. Yeah, just different ways of moving your body with breath. Soft face, soft jaw. Last one. Whew, lost my balance. Getting so relaxed. All right, release that block if you have it, and take your hand for support to take that right leg back. Okay, Jackson, you're going to have to leave off. Good. And sit yourself in to child's pose before we do the other side, okay? Whew. Hips back, arms reach forward. Again, always remembering that these props are really important. If the floor feels like it's far away and you need support, head support underneath your forehead with the block. Just hold for 3 to 4 breaths. I'll breathe with you. Inhale. Jackson, go lay down. Inhale, nose. Out through the nose. Heavy in your upper body. 2 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Wow, feels amazing. I just love yoga. I can't get enough. I'm never tired of it. Just immediately changes your energetic field so that you can really be the best relaxed, supportive version of yourself. It's just, yeah, it's one of those cliches. It makes you feel like you're coming home, you know. So hopefully you're getting some of that, because that's what I'm feeling. I'm home, yes. And sometimes it can take you by surprise. All of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, tears are coming, emotions are coming. That's just you letting down your guard finally to allow truth to spread through your emotional body, which is wellness, which is vitality, which is confidence. being confident. Yeah. Deep sigh in through the nose. Let it out through the mouth. Great. You may want to stay here for a couple more breaths. Up to you. Or come in to move through tabletop for that left leg forward. Good. Left foot comes forward. Hands on the inside. I'm using my block again. And that low lunge. Okay, so light up this leg. I always focus on this left side because it's my hot spot. I have to really pay attention to this side. Pushing into the ground with the foot, lighting up all the way into this hip, left hip, and using my fingers in that hip crease to pull that hip back and down. And then push again into the front foot. You feel that? And then heart extends up. And then play your version and straighten and bend. Inhale one direction. Exhale the other. Nice. Couple more. Adding on your own version with your head and your back. Just enjoy. Find those sweet spots and linger there. Occasional deep sigh. Good. And release that block if you have it. Use your hands for support. Bring that leg back, Bring that leg back and let's just sit nice and tall. And a block underneath. So especially if you need some support with your knees, just want to do one little round. Actually, I'm going to turn. Sorry. One little round of fire breath. So if you need a high stool or a couple blocks to protect your knees, highly recommend that. 2 blocks works wonderfully. If it feels like your knees are okay, 1 block can work well too. This is perfect right now to clear out some of this congestion that's coming up. That's what yoga does. It moves the lymphatic system so there's stuff draining and it's coming up through the lungs. Deep sigh. Because I'm doing this with you. Clearing that out. And then this fire breath, this fast breath, it depends on your own rhythm, but it's in through the mouth, in through the nose, and then you're letting it puff out through the mouth. Okay, and your belly comes in as you exhale. Inhale nose. And then pump out. It's like you're blowing out a candle. Sit with it. Swallow a couple times. Face soft, jaw soft, hips heavy. Deep sigh. It's normal. That was the word I was looking for. It's normal to get this sense of dizziness That's normal. So if you need to stop, if it feels like it's too much, then obviously you stop and just calm the nervous system again with the slower breath. But we're going to do one more round, set of 30. Okay. See if you can follow along. If 15 is enough, that's perfect. You don't need to push yourself too far, especially if this is new to you. Inhale to prep. And then pump. Good. Sit with it. I'm going to do 5 more breaths consecutively. Inhale. Exhale. Nice and slow. Inhale from the bottom. Relaxed all the way to the chest. Exhale. This is visual of up and down. Up with the inhale. Down with the exhale. Energy in, prana in. And release apana on the exhale. And last 2, inhale. It's like a wave. Exhale. Good. Pause gently, softly, quietly. Chin slightly drops. Feel your weight straight down into that block. All right, you may just feel like this is a perfect place to be. You can see if that peace, that sense of serenity keeps you in this seated posture. That is what yoga is for. It's for that ability to want to sit in meditation, to want to be quiet and peaceful and just feel your own essence flowing and tapping into that receptive higher place. That's what it's for. So you may be in that place right now where you just want to sit and honor your meditation, or we can continue and lay down. But you can always pause the recording, because I know that there's some of you watching this on a replay. You can always pause the recording, keep your meditation, and then finish on your back, which is where we're going right now. On your back. Just gently lay, kind of pound the sacral bone and let that sacral bone kind of spread out and be relaxed to let the tension go. It's where we hold that low back tension. Anytime you have low back pain, oh my gosh, you're just holding and gripping into that back. So let it release. You can rock the knees, rock the pelvic bowl, side to side. Right hip lifts. Left hip lifts. You can even put your hands on your belly, on your hip sockets or hip bones where they jut out. In fact, take your fingers there and start just giving yourself a little self-massage right into those hip creases. Notice them. And then start gradually bringing those knees deeper to one side and then back to the other side, other center, and then back to that left side. So I'm going right and left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Okay, we'll add on this next time. Your knees are to the right. Let them stay there. And take the left arm up over your ear on the ground. So you're just resting that left arm high. Just C-curve over to the right. You're feeling this whole left rib cage open into that hip, down through the knee. Really good. Let that arm drop. Come to center. Little pulses. Take an inhale and then drop knees to the left. Right arm slides up above you over to the left. C-curve. Exaggerating that right hip. So relaxing. Good. Right hand comes down, knees come up to center. Now take your knees and bring them towards your chest and give yourself a little rock and a soothe. Good. All right, any last posture that your body wants? So happy baby, excellent, where you're just kind of exploring into the hip sockets, knees up towards your armpits. Maybe the feet up towards the ceiling. Uh-oh. Little playtime, dog playtime over here. Help. Yeah. And then another possibility is dropping that left knee left foot onto the ground, slowly straightening it out, keeping that right knee towards your shoulder, and then just cross it over for a twist. Really satisfying into the low back. Excellent way to do that. Oh, so good. Deep sigh. Maybe there's a yawn. Yeah, we're under a lot of pressure right now. This is a hard time in our history. We're recording this May 2020. What is it? The 27th of May 2020. And we are experiencing a paradigm shift. There is just a lot of chaos going on on our planet, and so coming to yoga practice like we are today literally will heal us and calm us and keep us sane. And so that's what this is for. And so once you start your practice, you want to keep coming back because it makes you feel so good. So we're doing the left leg, left knee to the shoulder, right leg extends straight, and then cross it over for a twist. Look over that left shoulder. Yeah. Because it's all going to be okay. This too shall pass. Keeping your mind focused on positive thoughts, which transforms your entire body. It takes focus, takes practice. All right. Make your way into Shavasana, corpse pose. I mean, of course, if there's any last posture that I didn't do that you want, make sure you do that for yourself. Again, this trick, I always share this trick because it's my favorite. Blocks, this nice soft foam block underneath your hamstrings. And for me, I put them lengthwise because I have long legs. But if you have shorter legs, you just would turn the block so it's more horizontal. But I like this length right at the sit bone. So I bend my knee, I place that as far up. My low back is still on the ground. I just place that right by my sit bone in that perfect spot to lay my leg over. Good. And so what it does is it softens this abdominal cavity and lets the legs not create tension on the low back. So it's definitely soothing my low back. And I learned this from a teacher named Bo. That's it. And just rest. And start letting go of your ujjayi and just letting the soft, sweet ease of no breath happen. It's effortless breath, quiet, soft, almost invisible breath. So then you're more than welcome to stay in the Shavasana for another 5-10 minutes. But if you're ready to flow with me, you can deepen your breath. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. And when you're ready, just one leg at a time, bring that up to your chest. A little rock, side to side. And then roll to whichever side feels good to roll towards. Pause there on your side with one breath. Inhale. Exhale. Use that top arm and just sort of push yourself all the way up. Last thing to come up is your head, your chest, finding a meditative posture. Wow. Hello. Wow. Last breath together. Inhale, nose. And let it out through the mouth. All right. Namaste. Oh my gosh, you guys, that was so relaxing for me. I needed that. So hopefully you enjoyed it. I got the benefits that I got. Wow. Yeah, so good. So good. Good. All right.